Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back. Sorry if the lighting is a little wonky. I'm filming a lot earlier in the day than I normally would because I'm going to be going on a trip to my folks' home. But I did want to do an update today, let you guys know what's been going on. So I had a pretty good reading week. I managed to finish, this was last week. I managed to finish, I think, 3 books, which, you know, isn't my best, but it's certainly a solid thing. So let's get into it. The first book that I read this week was The Panopticon by Jenny Fagan. I finished this over the weekend and it's pretty fantastic. It's about a girl named Anais, who is in the Scottish foster care system. I did a video review, so I will link that here. I next read Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This is a book about a man, Nick, whose wife goes missing. They've been having a rocky couple of years, and the police start looking at him as a possible suspect. There are a couple twists, and it gets all mysterious. I gave this like a 2.5 3 stars out of 5. I wasn't very impressed with the character development. Flynn does a great job of keeping the voices distinct, with a couple like idiom exceptions that she uses, I think, a lot throughout her writing. She uses literally all over the place in this. But I didn't find the story to be particularly suspenseful. I knew when she wanted me to be shocked, and I just wasn't. I have a blog post review that I'll link below about this too, but anyway, after that, yes, I did it. My mother-in-law lent me her copy of Insurgent because she is very excited for the movies. So I did read it. I still have Allegiant she wants me to read before we go and see them. I'm not normally a big YA fan, and especially I have problems with Roth's system to start out with because I just don't think it's a very I don't think it's a very believable thing to have a society that's divided based on like your personality traits. If it were, say, resources or geographical lines, that would make a lot more sense to me. As it was, it kind of is like it felt a little bit Philosopher King-like. As it was, though, I did like that Roth has an underclass that's very prevalent, and especially I like the idea of a homeless class rising up. I don't know that I necessarily agree with everything she did for that, but I did like the idea. And some of it I did think was executed well. I give this a 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite read of the week. That was The Panopticon. But it was alright. And then I have gotten about 30 pages into Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. Boy, does it have a hook. It has one of those like classic sci-fi entries, but like the kind that you would see in a movie, but it's done so well in the written word. It starts out very suspenseful and then kind of almost goes into like a film noir kind of feel, where it's got the police station and it's going through like the inner monologue essentially of the police officer who's going to be finding this girl. It's pretty good. I'm excited to finish this book. We'll see a little bit more later in the week what I've thought about it. I'm going to be doing a video review for this. I know that already. But I will let you know my thoughts later on. After that, I'm pretty excited. I got sent a copy of The Martian by Andy Weir. This is about an astronaut on the first manned mission to Mars who gets like stranded. I'm pretty jazzed about this. I've had my eye on this for a while now, and I haven't had the time to get a copy, but I recently kind of stumbled across a site called Blogging for Books, which is essentially Crown's way of getting out review copies. They give out copies for free and honest reviews, and you can pretty much get whatever books you want. It's really, for one thing, that's cool. And then also, like I said, I've been waiting for this for months. So I'll link that website down below. If you have a blog or anything like that, you qualify, and they have a lot of really like well-reputed adult titles on there. They have this, they have the Panopticon, they have Dark Eden, they have Africa, all sorts of those like up-and-coming Crown titles. So I will, like I said, I'll link that below. And then I did go to my library, and I'm super excited about this one too. They have a copy of Habibi. This is a book, it's a graphic novel. I'll just give you a really quick shot of the pictures inside. Can you see how detailed they are? They're beautiful. It's about a girl who was sold into marriage, and then she is kidnapped from her husband's home, and manages to escape her kidnappers, and winds up raising her child essentially alone and in the desert. I'm super excited to read this. I've had my eye on it for quite a bit of time, so when it got in my public library, I was just super excited. I'm really surprised because I live in the burbs, and our library has a pretty decent selection of graphic novels, which I find is a pretty rare thing for a library. Anyway, I will let you guys know more about what I think about this later on in the week. I'm hoping to do either a Spotlight on Graphic Novels feature on this, or something of the sort, as well as on the Martian and Leviathan way, because I'm pretty excited about all three of them. Let me know what you guys are reading. Happy Flippin' Friday, and I will talk to you guys later.